Thanks for staying with us. So we have the Zonal Commanding Officer, RS2 Lagos, overseeing FRSC activities in Lagos and Ogun states, with nearly 3 decades of experience in road safety and security administration. She's a fellow of the Security Institute, FSI, National Institute for Security Studies, NISS, and many more. Welcome with us, Assistant Corps Marshal Ann O. Oladayo.
Standing ovation we should give.
Salute.
No, you don't salute without the headdress.
Okay.
Unless you have to just do like that.
Okay.
Esprit de corps.
Yes. That's amazing. Thank you so much for joining us today. Wednesdays, we usually do Women We Love, where we bring women from different, aspects of life, different industries who are doing amazing, different organizations who have gotten to a certain level so that they can inspire young people, inspire women out there who are thinking that probably their life has ended because either they got married or life happened to them and they're not able to pursue their goals. So you are in the FRSC and you are well put together. So let me start by asking you, what is this thing you have with you here? Because when it came in, I was scared that, are you sure they will not do kaka in the studio today? So explain to us, please.
Nothing cannot do anything to you.
Okay.
It's part of our dressing. Use it to work. Gives you that stability and integrity and
courage.
Voice.
Wow.
The courage, the voice.
Wow.
Yeah. So
because when you walked in with that stick, I knew that you were important.
Serious
majestically.
I want to mess it.
No. I tried not to.
We
are safe with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
But let's talk about
to maintain balance.
Okay. Yeah. Amazing. Go ahead. Chika.
3 decades. I'm just in
Almost
so much
3
excitement.
decades.
Yeah, almost 3 decades of 7 in the Federal Road Safety Court. Tell us, just if you had to put it together very succinctly, your experiences so far, how you got into the service, how it's been. Just take us on the journey, really. A very short, compact journey of your experiences so far at the FRSC.
All right, my ladies, thank you for that question. I actually started in 1996. I entered in 1996. And prior to that time, I started a master's program at the University of Ibadan. But fortunately, I got this job in Abuja. I was staying with my cousin in Abuja. So there was this offer that road safety, they're in the camp, trying to recruit people. I just said, okay, I showed interest. And lo and behold, I got employed in 1996. I trained at Enugu, 1996. Okay. And I started the journey. My first posting was to Jos. Yay. I was like, all the way from Lagos, Ibadan to Jos, how would I cope as a single person? But I went there, and the first appointment was a zonal surveillance officer with my one.com, one peep like that. And I was like, it was more like a very enormous task for me to, I said, how do I, but I thank God I was able to, flow, and I did my best then in Jos. That was 1996. Then over the years, I've gone through a lot, moved from one place to the other. I've served in Oyo State. I was the first female unit commander in Oluyole. There's a unit commander along Lagos-Ibadan Express. If you are coming from Ibadan to Lagos, I served as the first female unit commander there. That was in 2015. Before then, I was the sector head of driver's license in Oyo State. And then I also worked in the Oshogbo as PR officer, public education officer in Oshogbo. And I was an intelligence officer. There's this unit we call intelligence unit in FRSC, just like the DSS, like that. We also have that in FRSC. So I worked there for almost 5-6 years. Then recently, I served as a secretary of the board of a National Road Safety Advisory Council headed by the former Vice President, Oshibajo. The document that we came out with was a National Road Safety Strategy, a Nigerian Road Safety Strategy document. I was the secretary of that secretariat. And we came out with that document. It's a working document for Nigeria on transportation. It was approved by the Technical Working Group of transport commissioners all across Nigeria, and also by the governors and the FEC. That document is there. It's one huge document like that. That's so
it's huge,
very
it's
rich
robust
document. So I worked there, and then I also worked as a corps commander in charge of Print Farm, where driver's licenses for the whole country were printed, is being printed. I was there for like 3 years precisely. From there, I was moved to Nigerian National Driver's License, where I also headed as a corps commander. I was in that position before I was posted.
All right, so I was
as an acting zonal commanding officer. That was in April. But by May, the appointment was confirmed with a promotion as a substantive zonal commanding officer.
Wow.
So yeah,
congratulations.
I wanted to find out, 30 years is a long time. Is your profession, it's almost like a 3-part question, but I'll just try and fuse it. Is your profession in any way related to your course of study in school? That's one. And then the second one is the job. Did it come as passion or for sustenance? Is this job for passion or sustenance for you?
Well, let me answer the second one before the first one. It's a passion. Because when you see the rates at which you see people dying on the road, there was a particular incident I can never forget in my life. I was a patrol officer then. I was just a younger officer. We went on patrol and then there was a crash. There were crashes, multiple crashes. And we had to move people from the scene of the crashes. I was patrol leader. There was this woman that we carried in the vehicle, and she was like begging me, please, officer, don't let me die, don't let me die. Very beautiful woman, spotless woman, you can imagine. And she died.
Oh my
right there. I was like, initially when I started, I could not face, seeing the scene of crashes, seeing dead bodies. I was even as a commander, as a patrol leader, I would want to run away. So that one really made me to feel like, oh, this is somebody, human being like myself. It's a passion. I started it not for sustenance, but as a passion. I was passionate about the job, and I'm still passionate about it. Nice. Then coming to the other one, you said related. I studied geography. Over the years, I've gone through a lot. I studied geography as my first degree at the University of Ibadan. Geography, the story of geography, cut across all. You have geographical information science, which I studied at the master's level at the same University of Ibadan. Then I also went to do peace and security studies at the University of Ilorin, or currently security and strategy at Nasarawa State University at PhD level. So geography is interrelated, is more like a diversified, cut across all. In FRSC, we have different units where you can, it doesn't really have to be your specific, the particular course I studied in school. We have a lot in FRSC. We have medical doctors in FRSC. We have geographers in FRSC like myself. We have computer scientists in FRSC. We have pharmacists, and we have a whole lot of people in FRSC. So my course of study has a lot to do, especially as it has to do with real-time gathering of information, because geographic information system talks about what happens at a particular point in time. Like I told you, maybe in the course of the discussion, you will discuss about our dashboard. Dashboard, this particular place, maybe in Lekki or Victoria Island, there's a crash there, you see it. Just like that. So this is more of like relating to the course that I studied.
Can I ask the final part? I'm sorry.
Don't be afraid.
Okay, so being a woman in this almost male-dominated profession, how have you been able to fare so far, especially seeing that you've moved to the higher rung of the ladder? How were you able to fare?
Oh, well, let me say that it's been good all the way. It's been good all the way. In all fairness to my organization, my organization is a gender-sensitive organization. As I am here now, we have 3 women as zonal commanding officers. We have 12 zones in FRSC, just like the police too. There are 2 zonal commanding zonal commands. And there are 3 women. Myself in RS2, there's another one in RS5, she's a woman. And recently, the woman in FCT, that is RS Zone 7, she's also a woman. So we are gender friendly. I don't have any problem. We don't have no harassment in FRSC, no sexual harassment in FRSC. We are given the opportunity just like the men. Especially You know, everything boils down to leadership.
Yes.
And the current leadership of FRSC is no, gender friendly, gender, no, just talk
Could it be
about
because of the uniforms, though? Because everything is covered up.
Yeah. No, but I was going to say,
you don't know whether this one is a woman or a man.
Yeah.
But you saw me as a woman when I entered.
Yes, exactly.
but you know, a woman in uniform, first thing she,
Exudes.
you know, no, not just exude, what
Embodies.
you
Portray.
elicit immediately is just
Okay.
respect. That you're in uniform, you know, we immediately assume that it's a person of integrity and discipline, you know. And I would like to, and many times, you know, as Nigerian citizens, we have issues with how some people in uniform have carried out their work. We feel like it does not show that professionalism, that integrity, that discipline. Could you tell us what sort of person is ideal to be in uniform, or by getting in there, are there trainings, are there things that are taught them to bring that side of them, you know, to be people of integrity?
Talking about women or generally?
Just generally, as human, as Nigerians. And finally, are Nigerians, do they understand the importance of having to wear this uniform? Have you seen in your colleagues, or I know you're not going to say anything bad about anyone, but you know, are you proud of how maybe your colleagues, subordinates wear this uniform and carry themselves?
Well, I don't know what you're driving at, but I know that.
I'm not driving at anything
Just
negative.
curious.
I'm curious to know how, you know, if something you're you know, when you're proud of, or if there's things
What
you
are the
wish,
attributes?
or some things you wish we did differently, and then also are there things that you wish those of us in uniform understood about the challenges that you're going through, and maybe have more empathy for how you're carrying yourselves? Maybe
Well, thank you for that. I think personally, as a woman, there has been a lot of challenges in the course of the job. And over time, you know, you learn on the job. You see a lot of things happening around you. Sometimes, even when you're in the office, because I could remember when I started freshly as a young officer, you see people coming to say like, they don't want to talk to you. They want to talk to the men. You understand that kind of thing? They want to, and you are the leader of that team. So can I have audience with this person? So you feel like, are you trying to look down on me, you know? Sometimes they even try to body shame, you know. Sometimes, yeah. So, but over time, some of us, like myself and some of my colleagues, we have outgrown that, especially the women. And all I can just say is that being a uniform person doesn't make you different from any other person. We don't see ourselves as women in FRS. We call ourselves women in men in skirts, women in trousers. We are all the same. You understand?
That's
so
that uniform.
There is.
Did you say men in skirts?
No. Women in
skirts.
Women in trousers.
Women in trousers.
We wear trousers. We also wear skirts.
So
there is no difference between the men and the female. We are all the same. And all I would just need to say here is that the women, my colleagues there wearing uniform, should just embrace it. That we are women doesn't make us lesser than the men. We have to work together as a team to achieve the set goal for the different organizations. I hope I'll be able to answer that.
Yeah, do you think that we
have
appreciate the importance of this uniform?
Yes.
I think they do. Let me help a
They
bit
do.
there.
And you know, to a large extent, some of these men feel threatened. Men looking at you that, woman, what can you offer? Well, it's not supposed to be like that. We work together for the same goal.
Okay, we'll take a breather here. When we come back, we'll continue this conversation. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.